Hey, what's up, girl? Good night. This is Bree, aka Nerdy. Hold on, real quick. Beep. There you go. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Bree, aka Nerdy, and today I'm gonna share a story, man. Okay, hold on, let me do something. There we go. So a long time ago, I have for the longest been thinking of sharing some old stories of what I used to do back in my old crazy days. Because you guys know me, but you guys don't know like my old craziness. And so, right when I first got this green screen, I did this thing called a nerdy story, and I told about the adventures of me and my buddy John. Right? Well, I feel that it's time to tell you guys about how me and John first met. Alright, so how did I met John? Alright, before the story even begins, I have to tell you how I ended up in Michigan. So, how did I end up in Michigan? I was part of the Coast Guard at the time. I had just graduated HSA school, which is the Health Service Technician School, and I came to Michigan because my little brother was about to graduate college, graduate high school, and he was on his way to college, and I wanted to be there, around him and be part of his life because he's my little bro. I love that dude to pieces. So, I pack up my stuff, I move out to Michigan. Now, when I first got to Michigan, if you guys remember the first story, the nerdy story back from a while ago, I was saying how I used to live with my dad for a little bit, and that eventually kind of got old because I haven't lived with my parents in like years. So to live with my dad again, it was like, alright, can't do this. I need to get my own place. I miss it. I miss being my own independent person. So pack my stuff and I move out towards the base, which is in Harrison Township, Michigan. Now, like I said, I'm still brand new to the area, but you guys don't really know me, but in my older days, and even still now, I'm very adventurous. Like, if I go to a new place that I've never been before, I like to go explore it. I like to know where I live at. Back in VA, when I used to be in there, as a non-rate in the Coast Guard, from 06 to 09, I was going out all the time. I used to go out to like Have a Nice Day Cafe, I forget the other club that was right next to it, down to Peabody's and Virginia Beach. I used to go party everywhere. Like, I just like to go out and explore. I like to have a good time. So getting to Michigan and moving to the zoo area, and I just turned 21, it was go. It was a wrap. I had to go out. So what we used to do, or what I used to do, is I used to go explore the city. Well, exploring my city, it was like 5 minutes around the corner. There's this place called Macomb County, or Macomb County, or Macomb Township, right? And right in that area, there was this bar, nightclub called Emeralds. And at the time, Emeralds was like the shit. Like Emeralds, back in 09 to like 2011, it was a party place. They used to have this other place called the Hayloft, or like between those two places, if you couldn't get laid, it was impossible. Guess what? I didn't get laid that much. Just ruined the whole story. But the story's about to get better because I tell you all the stupid possibilities that did happen, right? Anyway, I can't believe I said this on camera. Whatever, we're still rolling. All right, so Emeralds, right? Party spot, drunkenness. There's girls everywhere and sexual innuendo all over the place. This is what Emeralds was, right? Well, to a 21-year-old fresh, who, unfiltered, it was a great time. So I go in there and I didn't know anybody. I used to just go to places and explore because I feel if I'm going to be living in this place, I want to go explore and meet people. I like to meet people. I'm a social butterfly. I like to interact with people, right? So going to Emeralds, and Emeralds was this old nightclub that was actually a movie theater, or actual theater that they turned into a nightclub on Friday and Saturday. So it had like the chairs down on the main floor with the like aisle going through, and in the main lobby area there was a bar, and there was upstairs it took to like another bar, and no one ever really went up there. And then you had the stage where the actually party went down, where people would go out and dance at, and then they had like a backstage area with another little bar up in the corner, right? And the DJ was off to this side. So that's when Channel 955 used to be there with Paul Martindale, and Paul used to kill his sets. And this is before I knew Paul, but Paul Martindale, like, every time when he was there, it was just straight party every time. Like, it was killing it. They had this other DJ, but I never met him, right? I'm proud. I'm dancing, I'm having a good time, I'm minding my own business. I'm just trying to fill out the place. Well, there are these 4 girls that are off to the corner that were dancing on the stage. We're out there, we're having a good time, music's going, and they were doing this thing that I like to call the school of fish, you know, where girls hover around each other, right? And they have the girl protection system where it's like the 4-4, right? So if some dude walks up and dances with them, they can look to their friend and then be like, hey, is he cute? And the other girl's like, fuck no, he's not cute. And then, you know, the girl's like, you know, they move, they arch their back because they're trying to get their ass off the guy that's trying to grind on it, right? So that's what was going on. But these girls are cute, right? So the school of fish are right here in the Bay of Sharks, because that's what I call the guys, because the guys are just hovering around these girls, like doing all this stupid shit. And so at this time, I was actually really good at intercepting these school of fish. I'm actually still really good at it. So I used to like watch and see what type of guys these girls are turning down. Like guys would just run up and try to throw the shit on them, and the girls would be like, "Don't touch me," you know that. Or the guys are walking up and they just weren't trying to feel it. They're just out there to dance. Because some guys, I'm not trying to burst a bubble here, but girls actually just go out to go dance sometimes. It's weird, but that's what they do. So these girls are actually there looking for somebody, but they're trying to find a certain type, whatever. So when certain guys go up and dance, I have figured out a long time ago that if you guys ever want to intercept these school of fish, what you do is you wait for them to go and get turned down, and you slowly make your way closer, right? They go get turned down. You look for like 3 guys get turned down, and then on that third guy, when he gets turned down, you make sure that you're that guy that was just sitting there chilling, drinking his drink, cool to himself, who's not like trying to be bothered with these girls. And when he gets turned down and they laugh at him, you kind of laugh at him, make sure that they see that you laugh at him, and then you go back to just dancing. And you dance, and you do this, right? And it drops their security factor, right? It drops their, all right, he's kind of cool, he's not really trying to mess with me. Because girls, it's the truth. If a guy's sitting there and he's not messing with you, you guys don't care, you care less. I'm telling you, this is how you use the friend zone to your advantage, people. Use it. Anyway, so girls are chilling, they're relaxed now. Slowly, after about 3 or 4 songs, they start playing songs that you can dance to. You have to dance like in a group. And I was sitting there chilling, talking to these girls, and eventually I actually ended up intercepting one of the group. I talked to this one girl there. And me and her are dancing, we're having a good time. I can dance. So we're having a good time. Well, there's another dude there, and he was dancing with one of the other chicks. And this dude is John. Now John had came there with our buddy Mario and our buddy Billy. And Buddy and Mario and Buddy Billy, they weren't really trying to dance, I guess, that night. Well, John was. John was trying to back on this one chick, right? And so she was part of the school of fish too. So it was two guys, 2 girls, but 2 other girls that were like free off, and they weren't really trying to be bothered with anybody, right? Well, the 2 girls are, you have this loud ass siren going by right now. I'm sorry, hold on. Alright, finally by. Alright, so these girls are trying to do the cop block thing. They're trying to stop all of us. They're trying to shut it all down because they're not getting played, right? So they try to drag their friends to the bar, because this is what girls do. You know, they try to drag their friends to the bar to get them away from the guys that are trying to talk to them, right? Well, at this time, me and John, somehow the cosmos must have knew that me and John were going to be the best of friends, because at this time we both noticed what they're about to do, and for some odd reason we both kind of like were dancing on the girls, and we both saw this going on, and we both looked up at each other, and John gives me his nod. He's like, are you dancing, you know, that nod, like, are you dancing with her? And I'm like, yeah, are you dancing with her? And he's like, yeah. And so we didn't even do anything. We just literally nodded. We didn't say one word, didn't say one thing. It was just a simple nod of like, that you? That's me. All right, we got each other, right? So the girls pull their friends off of us. They start walking to the bar. We're like, hey, we'll join you. We'll go to the bar. Right? So my buddy, well, now at the time, now my buddy John, but at the time, this dude John walks up to me. He's like, as we're following to the bar, going up the middle column of the theater, up to the main bar, John walks up to me. He's like, hey, look, bro. He's like, my name is John. I was like, hey, my name's Breland. He's like, look, these girls are really cute. I'm trying to talk to them. I was like, yeah, I'm trying to talk to this one. He's like, cool. He's like, look, let's have some drinks. Let's have some fun. I know the bartender. He hooks me up. Let's drink and have fun. So sure enough, I'm like, yeah, bro, I just went to the area. Let's do it. Sure enough, we drink, we have fun, we have a party. It was great. We're dancing, we're macking on 2 girls, and all this other stuff, right? Well, so in this group of fish, because there's always this one the cop block friend is there. And the cop block friend was there. She was only mad and cop blocking because the guy that she was going to meet up wasn't there. So that was not our problem. That was not my problem. But I noticed it, right? And I'm really good at blocking the cop block friend, if that makes sense. Like, if she's gonna be there, she's gonna be a Debbie Downer and kill the mood. Not with me around, because I'm a social butterfly and I have energy for days, right? So she tries to kill the mood. I intercept her and start like sparking a conversation, making them laugh while entertaining the girl that I'm trying to talk to. And John's over here macking with this chick. And me and John are just doing this. We do this naturally. It's like synergy. We're not even saying anything, but we're understanding what the other one's doing. It's great, right? So, with that being said, we figured out like what's going on, right? So, these girls are like, hey, whatever, blah blah blah. And they're, you know, like, I was keeping this blockage going, right? So the night progresses. Now the reason why I say this, because it happens, this is a point in the story where it's good to know. Somehow something happened and I end up like going away from the group for a little bit, and we end up coming to the end of the night. And the bar's closing, and what people in Michigan do, they go to these places called Coney Island. I didn't know this at the time. Coney Island is like the mom and pop diner where you get like chili cheese fries and breakfast food. It's like really cheap, crappy food, but it's like $5, so you can't beat it. And they have this thing there called Opa, and what it is, it's like on fire heated goat cheese, and I'd never seen it until I got there. Anyway, I'm going into the story, but they're like, let's go to Coney Island. The girls were going to Coney Island. Well, John finds me because I was just about to walk out, and John's like, hey, bro, look, my boys, they're bailing on me. I'm really trying to talk to this chick. He's like, look, I know you don't know me. Will you meet me or come with us to Coney Island, and so we can continue to talk to these girls? And I'm like, yeah, man, I got nothing else to do. I'm like, just show me how to get there. I'll meet you there all day. He's like, all right, cool, follow us, and it's, you know, we'll just have fun. I'm like, all right, cool, bet. Hop in the car. We drive down to Coney Island off of Gratiot, right? So we go there at this Coney Island. It's packed as shit because apparently this is what people in Michigan did at the time. I didn't know this. I was still learning, right? This is still one of my first nights out there. And so we're sitting there. This group of 4 girls are talking. While I'm talking to the chick I wanted to talk to, and John's talking to the chick he wanted to talk to, and the other 2 chicks are just sitting there because they, once again, they thought some guys were gonna come and try to talk to them. Didn't happen, right? Well, the cop block friend, she starts doing her thing again. She started trying to mess with everybody. And like I said, I am the king of blocking this, so I actually end up talking, like trying to wrap her in conversation. Well, the girl I was trying to talk to was kind of tipsier, so she was just loving everything I was saying and laughing to what I was saying because I'm naturally funny. Well, this one started showing me indications that she started like me too. So then, this is where I messed up because I got greedy. I was like, all right, I'm gonna try to talk to both of them. So I start managing both of them, right? We're there for like about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So I'm talking to both of them, and they're both really vibing off me, right? And John's like working his mojo over here in the corner, and the other girl's on her phone. So, gets to the point, I really should have, looking back on the hindsight, should have cut my losses and went with the kind of drunker friend because she was cute. And then later on, once I got to know her outside of her being drunk and outside the bar, she was actually very smart and very, very nice. She's very nice. And the other one, she's very cool, but at the time, she had this crazy body. And that's what was driving me. I was like, all right, she has a crazy body, but she's kind of stuck up. Like, but she has a body. I got greedy. I tried to talk to both of them, right? So, long story short, I just ended up getting both their phone numbers. We hung out. John actually makes his way about getting this girl's phone number and setting up a date with the next chick, and that was that, right? Well, somehow the girls are talking to us, and they're like, oh man, you guys have been friends for a while. Like, how long you guys been friends? And we're like, oh yeah, we've been friends for, you know, whatever, like, but no joke, like, we just met. And the girl's like, no, you guys are full of shit. You guys have been friends for like years. I'm like, no, I'm dead serious. Like, we just met. And that's just kind of like the relationship that me and John have had since then. Like, ever since that night, me and John hung out nonstop, literally up until I moved away, and actually up until I got engaged. And I'm not engaged anymore. I'm a free man. But before that, every day, me and John. And so for the next 2 years, we used to just own Emeralds. Like, we used to come to the spot, and like I said, it was a theater, so every time we walked through, people would be dapping us up, saying, what's up, bro? Once we knew Paul would be like, John's in the house, everybody, what's up? And then he'd be like, Wayne Brady, because, you know, without the glasses, apparently, I look like freaking Wayne Brady. So that was our little catch name. Everybody knew who we were in the spot. And not even like a month, actually no, not even like 2 to 3 weeks later, we meet our buddy Ronald, and Ronald, John, and I became like 3 amigos. We got like a dance, we had like step going. People loved us, man. It was great. We had so many great times, came from Emeralds. But that is how I met John. So that's the story of how I met John. Yeah, great times, man. So many more stories to come with that guy. But hope you guys liked it. Hope it was funny. Hope you got to know who the guy is behind the glasses. And as always, people, I hope you enjoyed it. So, if you like the show, and if you like what you see, and you want to come hang out with me, hit the little red button down below, subscribe to the show, leave a comment, let me know if you want to hear more. And as always, people, stay true to yourself, love what you do, and on top of all, stay nerdy, people.